We are giving everybody a little walk through fashion doll history here and there, and you can put it in the comments what we've missed. This is all done in love, and if you have a childhood doll that's your favorite, and we happen to not like it, don't take it personally. In 2001, we get the Bratz. Yes, come on, Mattel, get your head out of your ass. Sorry, but like, really, come on.
Yeah.
That's what's her face? Which, what the hell? But like, yeah.
I really wanted Lindsay Lohan.
Oh yeah.
So bad.
So weird, but it was so cool. And it seems so right for Lindsay too. All I'm gonna say is take one of Joseph's original sculpts of these dolls and then look at a Model Muse Barbie and put 2 and 2 together. That's all I'm gonna say. But Spin Masters Lottie Da doll. Did you guys have her over there?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
For a
she's
short
cute.
time.
Yeah, short time, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she definitely is a little kid's doll.
Yeah.
But she was cute. MGA brought us Novi Stars in 2010. I was in love with Novi Stars, and actually I used to collect them for some time. I had a lot of the ones that were never really released in the US, and I had some prototypes and stuff. And I love space and aliens, and they made them just cute and fashiony enough to get my attention. In 2010, Integrity brought us Poppy Parker. David Buttrey, the designer of her, I don't think that he realized probably at the time what he created, you know? He had been creating so many dolls by that point in time for Integrity, and so many different doll lines. I think he was the one who did the Dynamite Girls, you know? I think Poppy had to have been a passion project for him, because he very much loves that, like, you know, mid-century look, but I don't think he really probably realized how epic and how big that doll was going to be. I had some of the very first ones, and I wish I did now, because now they're like worth an ungodly amount of money. Like, I look back and I'm like, are you kidding me? They're worth that much money? I think that she's probably one of the most beautiful fashion dolls, impeccable in style, in fashioning, in everything. But for some weird reason, every time I've owned one, I don't hold on to her. She just doesn't have some kind of personality or something that makes me want to keep her.
For me, I think she's really pretty, but I think she's probably a bit too sweet.
2011, we got the Disney VIP dolls, and I really loved them because I thought the sculpts were really stylized in such a cute way. I like the rooted lashes, and I think that their body sculpts are hands down probably my all-time favorite body sculpt in the toy line. You are so tired.
I know, I'm so
sorry. It is like afternoon for you. How dare you? It's late here.
I'm sorry.
Wake up, wake up. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Have some coffee. And then in 2011, I released the First Love Boys. They were a gay boy fashion doll line, and so that was really exciting for me. It was technically the first doll line that I released really publicly. The International Business Times did a write-up on them and stuff, and so I'm proud of them. I was really excited about them, just fun. And I just recently started bringing them back, available kind of in their original format, but I'm also working on a resin version of them that's going to be a little different, a bigger size. But yeah, I'm excited about it.
I'm excited about it too. I'm not sure if I'll be able to afford one though. I really hope I can.
Yeah.
But
I can't even afford my own doll.
2011 when they came out 3D printed?
Yes.
So was that after Mary came out?
It was before.
Oh, what? Okay, I did not know that.
And then in 2012, we got Kenya. There was another Kenya before this Kenya, and I don't know if they were the same doll in 2 different release versions or what. But this Kenya, she's very Barbie feeling to me. Like, she was very quality. Her sculpt was really nice. 2013, we get the Pretty Girls. which again, I may be wrong on this, but I believe that the woman that designed Sew and Style for Mattel created the Pretty Girls.
Yes, I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, they just look like beautiful continuation of Sew and Style with beautiful fashions, and they were beautiful dolls, but they didn't have enough distinction to make me want to jump on board, basically. In 2013, we got Pinky Cooper, and I love Pinky Cooper so much. I actually have everything. I have everything in box and out of box of Pinky Cooper. I adored that doll line. I think that it was really underrated. I think that people didn't realize how quality and how awesome those dolls were. Obviously, you have to like the aesthetic of a doll. But they were like the new patina, basically. But I love them.
I've never
They're
seen
really
them before.
Cool. Then we have Ever After High by Mattel, which I also fell really deep in and still have a huge collection of. It was Monster High but fairy tale, so I was all for it. The only thing that I didn't like about Ever After High when they came out is I called them pancake faces, because I wanted them to have the more beautiful sculptured faces like Monster High did, and I felt like they were just so flat and they all kind of had the same molds. And
the Beatrix
girls, yeah. And those, I remember them on the toy shelf. They were another like kind of like oddball 2000s doll. And then the Descendants in 2014, which I feel was kind of like Disney's version of Ever After High or Monster High. Yeah.
Sorry, did we skip Mary?
Yes. So yes, 2013 is when Mary Magpie debuted, and she was the world's first 3D printed fashion doll. Yes. So that was very cool and exciting, and I actually just brought her back in her original form for people to order. Because she was off the market for, like 4 or 5 years, I think.
Oh, that long.
4 years, maybe, I think. I just stopped making her. I started working on Miss Mary, which, but yeah, I just recently restarted, and so Mary Magpie's available again on the website. Yay! Yeah.
I've got mine with me.
You do? Oh my gosh, that's so crazy. That's so long ago. It feels like
I know.
I feel so old.
I love it so much, though. She was exactly what I wanted.
But
it was like, it wasn't exactly what I was picturing, but it was like more. Do you know what I mean? I got her and I was like, whoa, that's exactly what I wanted, but like better. It's like, wow.
I'm so glad. You're so sweet.
And I've got my gum too.
Yes, I love it.
In clothes.
So cute. Yes, very cute. Hi, gum. In 2014, we got The Descendants, and I feel like it was Disney's version of Monster High and Ever After High. We got Kenya's World Nicole. I think that was Kenya's Latino doll collection, and I'm sorry, but they were so terrible. Again, they just did not. That's sad.
Yeah, it kind of looks like that really hideous clone doll that everyone was obsessing over for a while. Had a really squashed face with a big smile, and I did not get it at all.
Tonner brought us Deja Vu in 2014, and I again fell in love with this doll. Actually, still to this day, she's probably one of my favorite fashion dolls, but not to be shady or anything, but if you strip one of these dolls nude and you put them next to a Monster High doll, that's all I'm gonna say. We got the Sparkle Girls in 2014, which I hate. They are even part of any kind of doll history, kind of. The only thing that I did like, once in a while, they would have cheap carded fashions that were actually kind of cute. And then 2014, we got Lamely. She, to me, I like the idea again, but I wasn't into the doll. I just wasn't. Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I hated that doll so much. I hated it. It felt wrong. It felt like someone trying to make money.
She came with like tattoo stickers of like zits and like different weird things like that. And I was like, no, just no. Like I just wasn't into her at all.
But I was watching the like promotional videos where they'd interview kids, and all the kids were saying exactly the same stuff, like they were reading a script.
Yeah, and I really feel like it was kind of riding the coattails on what they thought parents were gonna buy into, and they were going to make a lot of money, like the Happy to Be Me doll, and it just, I don't know. 2015, Disneyland did these Attractionista dolls. There was some drama, and I don't know all of it. There was so much drama that Disney left Mattel because Mattel was doing Monster High and Ever After High, and they were extremely popular. And I think Disney was upset and felt, even though Ever After High really doesn't have anything to do with Disney, and it's just fairy tales, Disney felt threatened and upset, and I think that they asked Mattel to stop making the Ever After High dolls, and Mattel said no, and Disney pulled their license and unfortunately gave it to Hasbro, and so that was done. But the Attractionistas were kind of like Disney's trying to do a version of Ever After High. 2015, we got MC Square dolls by MGA. I think they were beautiful. I liked them. They had inset eyes. They had really pretty sculpts. Even though they were like nicely jointed and stuff, they felt a little clumsy and clunky to me a little bit in the bodies. And then 2015, Tonner brought us this doll called Miette. I think she was supposed to be kind of like how Amy Adams was in Enchanted, like this like just kind of pretty whimsical princessy doll, and she was cute, and I had a friend that obsessed over her for a minute, but she wasn't enough to grab me, not like Deja Vu did. In 2016, Mattel worked out a deal with Gwen Stefani and did Cuckoo Couture or Harajuku dolls. I thought they were really cute. I liked them. They weren't like everything. I wasn't obsessing over them. 2016, we get both Severine, Sevinyl, and Anouk, like we talked about before. Julian, who created the Pretty Penny dolls and the Lola and the Lauka. He came back with Severine, another beautiful art fashion doll. And then he did Sevinyl, which was a vinyl doll, and that was his version of Caprice, basically. And then Anouk came out the same year by Virgin Archer Studios that Nav made, and she was also in the likeness of Caprice fashion doll. Still being offered and sold today. People can look into that if they're interested. They're beautiful art dolls. Julian knows about this, so I don't feel bad about saying this. But years ago, the factory, poor Julian, he went through so much, but the factory was really shady and was selling Julian's Sevinyl heads on eBay, just blank rooted Sevinyl heads. And it's really crappy because, you know, when someone is trying to do this on their own, they're not a big company and they're paying out of their own pockets to produce a doll, and to have China like kind of rip them off, it's very sad. So Julian went through a lot of heartache and I'm sure a horrible situation with that. And I purchased, there were two different sculpts, Sevinyl, and there's another sculpt, and I don't remember if that was Severine in vinyl or what that other sculpt was called. Yeah. But there's two sculpts in vinyl, and I got a blonde of each two of those sculpts, and I got a brunette of each two of those sculpts. And then I rebodied them on other fashion dolls, like I think Made to Move and stuff. And I was gonna like paint them up and make them. I haven't yet, but I wrote Julian and I told him what happened and said, "Are you okay with this?" And he was gracious as he always is. And he said, "Yes, go for it, paint them up, and I'm okay with that. And I was like, okay, but yeah.
Yeah, I do remember those heads being on eBay, and I was like,
Yeah.
I remember it was a big thing. But
And Joseph went through the same thing with Glamorous dolls. In fact, I was the one who brought his attention to it because I bought one.
Oh dear.
Anyways, but yeah, that's terrible. To be fair, on Joseph's doll, I had a Glamorous doll and I had painted her. And then I went to remove because he sent her to me blank, purposely to repaint. And then when I took the paint off, to repaint her in a different style, to do more photo shoots and see her in a different light, the paints that I had used were these like neon bright paints, and the yellow had kind of stained the face where I had used it. So I was really disappointed. So when I saw the China selling the head in the same skin tone, I nabbed it because I wanted a complete doll again. And I told Joseph, I told him what happened. And then 2017, Mattel brought us WWE Superstars. In one sense, I thought it was kind of cool and empowering, I guess, for women. But in another sense, I just thought it was an odd, weird thing. I don't know. I was like, do little girls really want to play with wrestler dolls? I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't a little girl, but I think that they were well made. I think that I liked their body sculpts, and I liked some of their face sculpts.
Is this around the time that they released that She-Ra doll?
Yes.
That's Barbie's head one. I would prefer that to this.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. 100%. 2017 Fresh doll, which was another African-American fashion doll line. I never had one, but they made a male that was called CJ or TJ or something like that. I feel like initials, and he was gorgeous. But the dolls I think they were really cute, but much like the pretty girls, I liked Sew and Style better, so I just had my Sew and Style dolls.
I always thought that the Fresh dolls, their faces were lacking definition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of felt like they were like displaced. Like if they were made in the early 2000s, I think they would have like been great and gone over well. I just think that they weren't quite living up to where we've progressed in the fashion doll world. Snap Star 2018. They were interesting and kind of cute. They're not my thing. They have inset eyes, they had big heads, they had small little bodies, and the wigs are cute. And I've used the wigs on other dolls because they'll fit like 16-inch fashion dolls and stuff. The artwork for them was really cute. I wish that they matched the artwork. The dolls just kind of fell short for me. Mattel did Wild Hearts 2019. Integrity was re-releasing the Gem dolls, and Gem also had a pretty popular comic book and with a new style for Gem. And I just kind of felt like the Wild Hearts Club was like copying Gem a little bit. That's how I felt. We got Hairmazing in 2019. They are the teenage version of Hairdorables, and they're very stylized. They have very like lanky, kind of skinny and lanky bodies and a bigger head, and they're kind of quirky looking. I think they're cute. I bought a couple. 2019 LOL OMG dolls came out by MGA. The clothing is such good quality, and I just love the design of it. I think their bodies are incredible. They're very Nicki Minaj feeling their bodies are, and I love that. I just don't love their heads. I want to love the whole doll. I want brats. I just do. I want brats. I think the OMGs are like, they're very cute, but they don't sell to me as well. If their heads were more like brats or something different, I would have been foot, line, and sinker. I would have been on board. I would have been buying every single doll they came out with. I'd be like stocking that Walmart for them, but the heads don't speak to me. That's the truth.
I actually got one of these dolls, and again, I love the body. I think the hands are really beautiful too. with the nails and all that. But yeah, the flat face, I think, is where it fails for me.
Yeah.
And now she's in a box in the garage.
MGA also brought us in the same year Rainbow High. I feel like they're gorgeous. I feel like I love the inset eyes. I love the lashes. The quality is impeccable. I love the hair, the clothing. I love the stylization. I don't like their bodies and I don't like their heads. I just don't. Their bodies are very like squat and weird to me. And I feel like their heads, once again, are just big, round, and flat. I have one like right here, you know, that I bought because I really liked the like butterfly boots and like, and their hair colors are really pretty. And like I said, their inset eyes are beautiful. They fell short for me. They just don't have what I want, I guess. You know?
Yeah, I think these ones are quite odd. It looks like their nose is just stuck on. It doesn't continue on into the rest of the face, and there's barely any chin at all. It's like it starts at the lip. It's just odd to me. I never really got into them.
Yeah, they don't speak to me, but I know they're really popular with a lot of people right now. Mattel brought us the BTS.
I love those.
Which I thought they were gorgeous. Love their body, although their body is the last version of Ever After High's male body is what they used for the BTS. But I love it. I think it's a beautiful stylized body, and I thought the dolls were gorgeous. I love their hair. I like the more collector version dolls that they did of those too, with the nicer outfits. And then in 2020, Miss Mary debuted. She is a resin fashion doll. Basically, at the time, I wasn't doing Mary Magpie anymore. I had this different version of what I wanted her to be. And so that's kind of like where Miss Mary came in, change and kind of elevate her in ways, and then be able to like have a doll in resin, not only changing her into this like resin fashion doll, but also interchangeable face plates. I was doing her articulated, not the resin, but the original Mary Magpie. And I feel like for a vintage fashion doll, like what I wanted Miss Mary to kind of encompass, you lose so much of the nuance of the beauty of the sculpt when you add too many joints. And so I love her like how she is. I love her just, and actually she's kind of a prototype, but we have Miss Mary here for people that don't know who she is or haven't seen her before. So yeah.
That corset.
Yes,
she's gorgeous. I was watching the review of what is it, Muneka's Poupées and Dolls.
Yeah. Oh, she is such a sweetheart. I love her.
That was a great review. I was watching it.
It was
and
awesome.
Like, oh, I want it.
Oh, I wanted to cry. I was like watching. I was like, oh my gosh. It was very sweet. Yeah, she did 2 reviews because she got a Mary and a Monday. So I liked the whole idea of having the double M's because we have Mary Magpie, Miss Mary, you know, and so I wanted Monday came to me because I really did have. I loved Tuesday Taylor, you know, and like that silly kind of like day of the week name. And so it just kind of, I was like, Monday. I was like, that's perfect. That's cute.
Yeah.
You know? So I'm excited. They're coming out. And then I'm working on the new collection that I talked about in the interview of my new mystery girls that are coming out. The line's called Framed. And then in 2020, the Fail Fix dolls, which I believe is Garrett Sanders' design, the same one he did Monster High. I haven't met him or anything, but I have lots of friends that are friends with him and know him, and he sounds like a total sweetheart, really nice guy. But the Fail Fix dolls were kind of just like, okay for me. I thought they were cute, but they were just, they're for kids. They just
interesting.
Really...
Yeah. I see a lot of these dolls and I'm like, that would be really fun for a kid. You know, but not me.
2020, one last 2020, which is Joseph's revival of the gods, Glamorous dolls, and they are I mean, what can I say? He makes gorgeous fashion dolls, and he took something that was already amazing and beautiful that he created. He elevated it. They're fully articulated. They're beautiful, beautiful dolls with beautiful fashions, and they're available right now.
Yes.
People could go to his website and check them out. They're beautiful dolls. Yeah.
All down there.
Yes. 2021, we have the Mattel Cave Club dolls. I actually have all of them, but it was mainly because they kind of gave me that Monster High Ever After High feel. They give me this total like weird 90s dinosaur-y vibe. I'm into it. I think they're fun. I think they're cute. They could be better quality. They could have better fashions, but for their price point and what they are, I think they're great. Yeah.
They're really cute.
We have a new indie fashion doll that has come into the roundup, called Fabiola. I don't know a whole bunch about the doll, except for I know that they've been released in small waves in vinyl starting this year, and the designer just released a wave. I'm not sure if it's the first wave or if they've been doing a few waves before this year,
I think it's been
a few, and I know it's sold out like really quickly. I think that they are super beautiful. I liked the choice of the no eyebrows. I thought that was really an interesting choice. And I think it makes her stand out, and I think it's really cute. What I did not realize until I went to the website was she actually has like these tattoo stickers that are available for her, and you could put eyebrows on her. She has like eyebrows that you can get for her, but I actually like her without them. But I thought it was a very cute idea. The fashions look gorgeous, very like retro cha-cha. I think they're beautiful. The boxes looked beautiful. The vinyl looks very quality. The color of the vinyl and the almost like translucency in it, I feel like they're going to be very quality, beautiful dolls. The designer, the maker of them, you have a picture of him with the doll that we'll be posting. Very handsome guy. I think, and I wish him great success. She looks like a really beautiful fashion doll. So
she's on my list.
Yeah, awesome. And then one thing that I wanted to mention when this is, as this is getting all wrapped up, there's this doll artist, CJ Stars, that has, I believe, in the doll world, did a podcast with him. I've been watching him through the years, and he started out doing a lot of just project dolls, like one of a kinds, taking different dolls and repainting them and doing stuff. Well, he's actually like created his own fashion dolls, and he's trying to raise money to produce them. And I think he actually has a GoFundMe page. But I just wanted to give, even though I don't think his dolls are available for purchase, I went and looked like for a website and went to look to see if I could purchase one of his dolls, because they are gorgeous. I mean, this man has talent in spades, and they are mostly African-American fashion dolls, and they are just like jaw-droppingly beautiful. They're good enough and amazing enough that I want to like also bring them into the discussion and kind of like get people interested in going and looking at them, and possibly looking at his GoFundMe page if you love what you see and you want to help him on his journey, because it's not easy as an indie artist and as a person. You're trying to pay your own bills, but you want to bring this passion project to the public and for people to see it, and you have something beautiful to offer. Props to him on his amazing journey and his talent, and lots of luck in hoping that he gets his dolls produced. Yeah.
This is my personal opinion, but I find that a lot of people are complaining about the quality of dolls these days.
Yeah.
And they're continuing to buy them, even though they know that they're bad quality, and then they complain about the quality.
I know.
They really should just be investing their money.
Mattel.
But I think they should definitely be investing in if they like the dolls in artist dolls or indie dolls, as you say, I think that's a better use of their money rather than buying dolls that they know they'll hate.
Agreed. And here's the thing, if people are looking at, I don't think you should collect this way. I think you should buy what you want and what you love. But if people are looking at it on making a return or having something that they might be worth more money or whatnot, I'm telling you, every single indie fashion doll that has been made has gone way up on the secondary market. You look at Julian's dolls, you look at Madvani, you look at any of these dolls, even my dolls, like, the debut Miss Mary that I made, and we're talking just like last year, right? She was up on eBay, she sold for $1,200, and it's like, I wish that I could have sold each one for that, and that money would have come to me. But I was tickled to see that, of course, but so I don't think people should think, oh, if I invest in an art doll or an indie doll, that's not going to be a good investment for me, because it actually is a very good investment. And there hasn't been anything that's proven that theory wrong. Every indie fashion doll that I've seen has only continued to grow in value and rarity, because they weren't filling every toy shelf in the in the world and made by the droves.
Yeah, definitely. Oh my god, we did it.
We did it. Yes. Awesome.
Oh, I should do my little goodbye.
Yeah, do your goodbye.
Okay, so that is it for this video. We have been filming for God knows how long, 8 hours, something like that. Something insane. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it wasn't too long, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.
Bye.
And thank you, Joey, for being here.
Yeah, of course.